WLYR 93.0 is the station. That's what's up. Samurai Panda Sports is the show, and we about to cut it up now.
Well. Welcome back to Samurai Panda Sports. It has been a while, I know. And I do know that there are 2 great books that I still need to do. I might just do it right this season. We'll find out. But the main important thing is that we are back. Football is back. Backstreet is back. Back is back. Everything is back. This is your NFL Week 1 predictions for the 2023 season. Your Sunday slate, I should say. I missed Thursday, but that was a good game on Thursday. Detroit looks pretty good. They're about that business. They got the win. I like that defense. I like Jahmyr Gibbs. Jared Goff looks phenomenal with a clean pocket. Kansas City, please sign Chris Jones for the love of football, please. And you guys missed Kelsey for 1 game, and none of you motherfuckers know how to catch a football. You're a wide receiver. You have 1 job. Catch the damn ball. Kicking it off with your predictions, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars visiting the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts drafted Anthony Richardson 4th overall. Pair that with Shane Steichen, who's coming over from Philly, who may or may have not had something to do with Jalen Hurts being a GOAT. It all looks pretty promising. Anthony Richardson looked good in the preseason. He has weapons around him. He has Pittman. He has Pierce. He has Ali Cox. He has Jonathan Taylor. Wait, no he doesn't. Why? Because Jim Irsay is a fucking idiot. They put him on the pup list for 4 weeks. He's not playing this week. Switch it over to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are scary. Not only that turnaround from last year, they made a good playoff run last year, beat the Chargers after being down 27 points, and they almost gave the Chiefs a heart attack. Yeah, add Calvin Ridley to that mix, and that defense is getting better. Jacksonville might be a sleeper team in the AFC. Not only winning this division, which is pretty easy to do, but they might go for the number 1 seed. That's how good I think they are. Jacksonville wins this one on the road. Duval. Moving on. Next up, we have the San Francisco 49ers visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Niners, how will Brock Purdy look like coming off of elbow surgery? Who knows? If he doesn't look that good, there's Sam Darnold. I don't know what that means. Main thing is that this roster is stacked from top to bottom on both sides of the ball, and Bosa is coming back. He just got paid. We shall see. Who knows about the Niners? It's all about quarterback. That is the biggest question mark and has been the question mark for the past few years. There's something weird about that. Switch it over to my Pittsburgh Steelers. I have no questions about this defense. This defense is stacked. We got pieces, both young and veteran. No questions about the defense. No questions about the offense, really. It's really the play calling. Matt Canada, you better call plays exactly how you did in the preseason, because if you don't, I will find you and slap the shit out of you. Seriously. Do exactly what you did in the preseason, and we might have a chance. And when I say we might have a chance, Steelers going to the Super Bowl. Steelers win this one. Next up, we have the Tennessee Titans visiting the New Orleans Saints. The Saints, what will Derek Carr look like with this new offense? He has weapons around him. Pretty good weapons, I should say. Chris Olave, Mike Thomas. Please stay healthy, Mike Thomas, please. Juwan Johnson. Jimmy Graham is back out of nowhere. Okay. Jamal Williams coming out of the backfield. And then Kamara's going to come back in a couple weeks. Looks pretty promising. That defense is pretty solid too. Probably the best defense Derek Carr has had. But how will he look? That is the main question. Switch it over to the Tennessee Titans. DeAndre Hopkins is a Titan for some odd reason. He went for the money, didn't go for the ring. Should have went for the ring because Kansas City looks like they could use him. Ryan Tannehill is still your quarterback. Yeah, not sold on that. Yes, you still have Derrick Henry, but Ryan Tannehill is still your quarterback. And all you have for that receiver is pretty much DeAndre. Let's see how that plays out. Oh, yeah, you have Malik Willis, but he still looks a little raw still. And then you have Will Levis, who's a fucking psychopath and puts mayonnaise in his coffee. Because of that alone, New Orleans is going to win this game. How about them Saints? Next up, we have the Houston Texans visiting the Baltimore Ravens. The Texans, they got CJ Stroud, who I thought was going to go to Carolina, but I was wrong. DeMeco Ryans' first-year head coach. Very happy that he got this opportunity. Please let him build the team the way he wants to. They have Will Anderson, they have Dameon Pierce, they have Dalton Schultz. That's about it. This team is still in a rebuild year. They might do better than we think, but I don't think they're going to do all that, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. Switch it over to the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar gets the contract that he has been looking for. Finally, new offensive coordinator. They have Odell Beckham Jr. They got Zay Flowers. Mark Andrews is still there. J.K. Dobbins is still there. Gus Edwards is still there. That defense is still there. And they added Jadeveon Clowney for some odd reason. Ravens might be about that life. And Lamar might be in contention for MVP this year. Call it an air raid attack, if you will. Baltimore wins this game pretty easily at home. Hold it down. Next up, we have another division showdown. We got the Carolina Panthers visiting the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons, is Desmond Ridder the answer? We will find out this year. He has plenty of weapons around him, including Bijan Robinson, who looks really good in the preseason. I think he might have a breakout year already. But Cordero Patterson is still there. Drake London is still there. Kyle Pitts is still there. And the Falcons loaded up on defense. They went stupid in free agency on defense. That defense looks pretty legit, but is Desmond Ridder the answer? We will find out. Switch it over to Carolina Panthers. They got Bryce Young instead of CJ Stroud. I thought they were going to get CJ mainly because of how shaky that offensive line looks. Defense is still pretty solid, but Bryce Young, not sold on. Preseason didn't really sell me on him. I think they might regret the decision of not getting CJ Stroud. Just saying. I got Atlanta winning this one. They hold it down at home, and they just have a slightly better roster, and I think Desmond Ridder is going to look better than we all think. Next up, another division rival. We have Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow gets his bag, but will his calf be okay with all that money in his pocket? I guess we'll find out. How healthy is that calf though? Seriously. Offense is still there. Defense is still there. This might be the year. This might be it. With that Joe Burrow contract, they might have to let some pieces go. And Joe Burrow doesn't really perform well against Cleveland. 1-4 all time. Speaking of Cleveland, how will Deshaun Watson look like with a full year under his belt? Will he return to form? Will he become even close to that? Or will he continue to be dog shit like he was last year? I guess we'll find out. And congratulations, Cleveland. You have a new defensive coordinator because you always whine about everything. Now, will y'all be good? That's the real question. I guess we'll find out. I do got Cleveland winning this one just mainly because they have Joe Burrow's number. I personally think they should sit Joe Burrow just to let his calf rest because he doesn't play well against Cleveland. It's at Cleveland. Myles Garrett is coming for his life. Next up, we have the Arizona Shitbirds visiting the Washington Commanders. I'm just going to speak about Washington here because Arizona is a dumpster fire, and I don't think they're going to really do much this year. I like Josh Dobbs, but that's definitely a tank. Washington, as a DC native, I'm so happy Dan Snyder is gone. I'm so happy he's gone. New ownership, new offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy, already turning things around. I think he might even be head coach next year, regardless of how the season ends. And Sam Howell looks pretty damn good. And then Chase Young is coming back on a contract year. Yeah, Washington's gonna ball out this year. They sold out FedEx Field. FedEx Field is sold out. When is the last time you ever heard that? Washington's gonna win this one in a landslide. It's not even gonna be close. Look out for Washington. They actually might be a team that's gonna cause some problems and be a thorn in a lot of people's side. Arizona sucks. Next up, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings. Kirk Cousins is a top 10 quarterback. Numbers don't lie. Still got Justin Jefferson. Still got TJ Hawkinson, who got a really nice contract himself. No Dalvin Cook. They didn't want to pay him for some reason, but defense should be 10 times better because Brian Flores is at the helm. But I think last year was kind of a fluke 13-win team. They really should be more like a 10-11 win team, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. Switch it over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield is your starting quarterback. We'll see how that goes. Mike Evans is in a contract dispute. That's about it with this team. I don't know about the defense at all. Have no idea what they're going to look like. I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be about. I don't trust the Bucs this year at all. Minnesota wins this one because they are simply at home and have a better roster. Next up, we have the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The Raiders, what the fuck is going on with Chandler Jones? What the fuck is going on with Josh Jacobs? What the fuck is going on with Jimmy G? What the fuck is going on with this organization? In my opinion, sit Jimmy G, start Aiden O'Connell because you know Jimmy G is going to get hurt anyway. Start Aiden O'Connell because he looked really good in the preseason. Josh Jacobs is going to have a stellar year again because they don't want to pay him. Pay the man for the love of football, please. And yeah, that's all I got about the Raiders. Switch it over to the Denver Broncos. What will Russell Wilson look like with the Sean Payton? What will Sean Payton look like with the Russell Wilson? Who knows? All I know is that it has to look better than last year because last year was atrocious. Sean Payton said it himself because if it don't look better than last year, Russ is gone. Sean not gone, Russ is gone. Defense is still pretty solid, but they lost EJ Everett, and I think coaching matters, but the defense is still the same. We'll see what Denver looks like, but I got the Raiders winning this one with the upset on the road, surprisingly, mainly because I just trust the roster a little better, and Josh Jacobs is Josh Jacobs. Moving on, we have the Miami Dolphins visiting the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers, can you stop charging and stay healthy, please? Thank you. Justin Herbert gets the contract that he deserves. Add Kellen Moore to the mix. Chargers might do something this year. They really might. Stay healthy, please, though. Mike Williams, stay healthy. Keenan Allen, stay healthy. Austin Eckler, stay healthy. Stay healthy. Defense, stay healthy. Please. And Brandon Staley, don't make any stupid decisions, please. Don't worry about analytics. Just worry about football. Switch it over to the Miami Dolphins. Tua, stay healthy. Please. Without Tua, this offense doesn't go anywhere. And Tyreek Hill won't get his 2,000-yard season. But Tua needs to stay healthy because when he is healthy, this team is freaking scary. Not to mention, Vic Fangio came out of retirement to coach up the defense, so the defense is going to look better. Jalen Ramsey will be back. This team might be scary. And because Vic Fangio is going to have a better defense, Miami's going to pull off the win here on the road, upsetting the Chargers at home. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Rams visiting the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams, I guess they're still celebrating the Super Bowl trophy in the case. Very young team. Cooper Kupp might be out week 1. I don't know about this team. I don't know. I don't like the O-line at all. I don't like it. I think they're still building up pieces there. Who knows? Switch over to the Seattle Seahawks. Can Geno Smith do it again? We will see. Have some really good pieces on offense. Add JSN to the mix. And the Legion of Boom 2.0 is here. Add Bobby Wagner and Jamal Adams to the mix. I think Seattle might make some noise this year. Seriously. If Geno can do it again, Seattle might be a problem this year. I got Seattle winning this game mainly because they're at home, and Seattle is a very, very, very tough place to play in. And the Rams, I just don't know. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Eagles, or should I say the Philadelphia Bulldogs, going against the New England Patriots. The Patriots, what the fuck was last year? Seriously. Well, they got Bill O'Brien calling the offense now, and the defense is going to be there. We already know that. They got Juju Smith-Schuster and Ezekiel Elliott, but that's about it. Can Mac Jones return to his rookie form? Because if not, it's the return of the Zappy. Switch it over to the Philadelphia Bulldogs. This roster is fucking stupid, especially on defense. Like, their second string can literally all be starters elsewhere. Legit starters. And that's scary. And I think, in my opinion, and I'm calling this right now, Jalen Hurts is going to be MVP this year. I'm calling it. Jalen Hurts is MVP this year. If it's not a running back, I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a low scoring game though, in my opinion. Kind of similar to that Eagles-Colts game last year, but Philly pulls off the win and upsets the Patriots on Tom Brady Day. Next up, we have the Green Bay Packers visiting the Chicago Bears. The Green Bay Packers, it is the Jordan Love era. Here we are. What will he look like? He's going to be probably missing Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs, but he still has Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon in the backfield. We'll see what happens. They might run the ball a lot though in this one. It's time. We got to see what he looks like. Will they strike gold on another quarterback of the future, or will they struggle? Welcome to the rest of us. Switch it over to the Chicago Bears. This is the year for Justin Fields. Can he perform? Can he do it? Bears went stupid this offseason. They got DJ Moore. They drafted some O-line pieces. They got other offensive pieces. That defense looks pretty solid. I think Chicago's going to win this one. They're going to finally beat the Packers because Aaron Rodgers is gone and they're at home. Soldier Field is a tough environment. Chicago wins this one. Next up, we have the Cowboys visiting the New York Football Giants. The New York Giants. Daniel Jones is a $40 million quarterback and Saquon's on the franchise tag. What the fuck is wrong with this picture? Yeah, explain that one to me. Defense is pretty solid and they got a hell of a deal on Isaiah Simmons. What the fuck, Arizona? Anyway, that defense is going to be fucking phenomenal. It might be a thorn in a lot of people's sides, but pay Saquon, please, for the love of football. Switch it over to the Dallas Cowboys. Dak, stop throwing interceptions, please. Look for the star on the helmet. They got the pieces. We all know that. They added Brandon Cooks this offseason, who is, for some reason, the most traded player in NFL history. I don't know why that is, but the defense is going to be stacked all around. Michael Parsons is going to be the defensive player of the year. I'm calling it right now. But this is the type of game that Dallas will lose because I think Brian Daboll is going to show some Dayballs, and the Giants are going to pull off the upset. They're going to win it at home. Last, but certainly not least, we have the Buffalo Bills visiting the New York Jets. The Bills. Something's wrong with the Bills. Von Miller's out for 6 weeks. There's that whole Stephon Diggs thing. They got a decent running game there. Oh, and Dalton Kincaid is there. I just don't know. There's something off with the Bills. And with how last year ended, I don't know. It just looks weird. Switch it over to the New York Jets. They got Aaron Rodgers now, who I think looks way better than Brett Favre did. Just saying. They got Dalvin Cook in the mix. Breece Hall is coming back. They got Lazard now. They got Garrett Wilson. They got some pieces there. And that defense is super legit. Because of that, because of the defense, because they're at home, New York Jets are going to pull the win off here and beat the Bills. Everyone thinks the Bills are going to win this division. I don't think so. I think Miami might have a shot here. Jets might have a shot here. I don't think the Bills are winning this division. And that is your week 1 NFL prediction. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. It is good to be back. This is Lyricist the Kid signing off. We out.